think it will be by the time he's done.
He said it's great again already. He said it's already great again. Okay, can you name one aspect of the economy that he's made better off since he got in office?
Where the economy isn't back yet. The economy isn't back. I've
But he's
have
for
the,
Trump.
she just doesn't have the experience, and she's not presidential material. So that's the reason
Experience?
I wouldn't. But I mean, I know her past. I know what she's
Can I
done.
ask you a question, sir?
Sure,
Who would you have voted for in 2016? Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton?
Donald Trump for sure.
Okay, but Hillary Clinton had significantly more experience.
Yeah, too much of a wicked past. Don't want to have
Okay,
anything to
but
do with it.
Trump doesn't have too much of a wicked past?
This man, yeah, he's done a few things he probably shouldn't have. But here's the thing:
A lot more than that.
this man has stood his ground for the last 40 years that I know of. He's talked the same stuff. He's never changed from his agenda and the way he looks at the U.S. Everybody says, well, he ran on no new wars. That's what he preached when he was running. And he also said that Iran would not have a nuclear weapon. Nobody wants to talk about that.
So he contradicted
So
himself?
maybe he did. If you want to look at it that way, maybe he did. But here's the thing, he's been a powerful man for years and years and years. One of the most wealthiest men in the world, and people want to put him down for it. But yet, what I see happening, especially today, is that there's a lot of people that make money off the coattails of Donald Trump.
Okay, so is that because he's engaging in market manipulation? Is that because he's quite literally engaging in actions in the Oval Office and where he's making money, he's engaging in stock trades, he's using the information that he has as president in order to make money, he's allowing for his son-in-law, Jared Kushner, to go in and make deals all across the Middle East specifically to try to engage in real estate deals.
He's in office. He's in office. He's being the president right now. He's not.
He's making trillions of dollars. He's or not trillions, billions. I apologize. He's went from $2.1 billion net worth in 2024 to $6.5 billion of net worth in 2026.
But nobody wants to talk about Biden, the money he had when he came in the office, and how rich he was when he left. Nobody wants to talk about the Clintons.
You tell me. No. What's the difference between Biden's net worth? Tell me.
What's the difference in his net worth?
What was the difference in his net worth when he first got in office versus the very end when he got out of office?
To be able to quote the numbers, I probably wouldn't be accurate, but I'm thinking something like, he was worth like $2 million and he was worth like 10 when he left.
Nope, not even close.
Okay, well, you say so. But the fact that I'm making, the point that I'm trying to make is that everybody wants to stand out there and curse this man for trying to do the best that he can. And these things take time, by the way. You can't just do it overnight. Some things you can address, some things you can't. And you want to come back and say, well, people are starving to death and the grocery prices are higher. Yeah, they are higher. I complain about it every time I walk into the grocery store, but I understand what the man's doing. And he's making us safer, and people are making money off of it, off of his name, while he's trying to provide the freedom that this country deserves. And nobody wants to talk about that.
So before presidency, Joe Biden's net worth was $8 million. After presidency, it was $10 million, which, by the way, is what you would expect given like a market trend over that many years.
Market trend. What do they make? What is the wage of a president? 400,000?
Yes.
Something like that. Okay.
That on top of he had books that he had prior people would buy. He obviously is going to make money from the increase in the stocks, any of retirement assets that he has, or any investments he has. I don't have a problem with any of that. I don't have a problem with any of that. I think the Clintons were. Yeah, but it's not like he's engaging in new investments and then using the presidency to triple his net worth. That's going from 8 to 10 million, which is something that you would expect, right? Given just an increase of the appreciation of his assets.
Sure, but my point is, Parker, is that there's still a lot of people out there making a lot of money off of Donald Trump. And I can name just a few that prosper off of him. If you didn't have him, if you personally didn't have him to talk about right now, you wouldn't have a show.
Yes, I would. I had a show prior to even talking about politics. But again, what you're not understanding is that I would still talk about politics even when he's not going to be in politics anymore. You just think that this is only Trump-minded because you've been involved in politics for the past 10 years, and it's only been about Trump being involved in politics on the right wing because the Republican Party is completely and solely dominated by MAGA. How about you guys define your party outside of just MAGA, and that won't be the only thing to talk to?
I don't look at that. I don't consider myself MAGA.
I
I
mean,
consider
you are though.
myself
You
as
support Trump.
no, I'm not. I consider myself as a U.S. citizen trying to make the right decisions for what goes on in my neighborhood and who I think can do a better job. That's
And
the
you're
way I think.
ideologically MAGA. Okay, so let me ask you this question.
Okay,
Trump says America's great already. Do you think so?
I think it will be by the time he's done.
He said it's great again already. He said it's already great again.
That would be a tough call. I don't think I could honestly come out and say, yeah, everything's perfect. Everything's the way it should be, because it's not.
But he said he
It's
made it
not.
great again.
But what he's doing, okay, if he wants to brag, let him brag. Which politician doesn't?
Okay, can you name one aspect of the economy that he's made better off since he got in office?
Where the economy isn't back yet. The economy isn't back. I buy stocks and things like that, and I see the stock market go up and down, and I've seen it to where it's doing very, very well, and then it'll go down again.
Okay, stock market growth was better in 2024 than it was in 2025. How do you feel about that?
That's not true.
Yep, if you look at S&P 500, Dow
Well,
Jones,
I'm just
and
looking at the
Nasdaq,
investments
it
I've made
grew
and the
higher
returns
in
that I've got.
2024.
Okay, well, I'm just looking at investments that I've made and the return that I've got. We're working out pretty good.
Okay, but I'm just telling you what those index
So,
funds are for like the overall markets.
but I'm just saying I don't think it's right for people you know, to get on these forums and stuff, and they complain and they throw stones and they just, and yet they're sitting there and they're making money off of this man. You know, okay, go
So
ahead,
you're
but don't
mad that
complain
I'm
about it.
complaining about Trump and then also have this is my job to
Well,
like complain harder, bro. I don't care.
I know you don't. I know you don't.
Respectfully,
And
respectfully, no one gives a.
yeah, no, but
So
if
can
you
you?
didn't have him, if you didn't have him, you wouldn't be making the money you're making, and you know it.
Yeah, keep saying that. I don't give a shit. That it would
Yeah,
still be
I
true.
know you
I
don't.
would still
I
have
know
the
you don't. I
platform,
just
and you're
wanted to say
mad,
my
bro.
piece.
Stay
I
coping,
just
bro.
wanted to say
Stay
my
mad,
piece.
bro.
Oh, I'm not mad. I
You
just think
are.
it's disgraceful.
How is it
I just
disgraceful?
think it's just disgraceful that you know what you're doing. No,
I
no
know. I
different
know what I'm
than
doing. Yes, I am doing this
no,
as my job.
yes, you are.
Yes.
No different than Adam, which that guy is. He's a waste of my time. You know, but out of just a few that I can stand to listen to, I do got to say, I listen to you more than I do the rest of them, because I just think the rest of them are full of it. And the only reason that they're on there, the only reason is so they know that their supporters are going to give them money, and it's all because of the name of Trump, and that's just the fact. But anyway, you have a great day. That's all I wanted to
So
say.
by the way, like the only thing you're gonna say, you're not even gonna debate me. You're not even have a conversation
No,
about these
no,
topics. You're just gonna get mad
it's a
about the fact
waste
that
of
I'm
time.
making money, bro. Are you
It's a waste of
jealous?
time.
Is that what it is?
You're no, I'm not jealous at all.
It sounds like what it is. I mean, you're just
Financially,
mad that all these people are making money on the internet and not
no,
you. Is that what it
I'm
is?
not mad about anything.
Well
I'm not
then, well
mad
then,
about
why are
anything.
you
I
complaining so
find
much
it.
about it? Of course, there are
I
people in a
find it.
fucking capitalist society making money
Well,
off of
but you can
streaming.
do it.
Like,
But
bro,
if
like,
Trump does it,
you're acting like this
if
is
Trump
something
does
that's
it,
so crazy, dude. No fucking
I
shit. We
know.
live in a capitalist society. We live in a society where people have to make money in order to survive.
Sure, and
Of
it's a
course, there are
two-sided
people
coin.
making money off of the things that they're doing on the internet. Like,
And
dude,
good on
stop
you. Yeah,
complaining,
but
bro.
it's a two-sided coin. It's okay if you do it on your side, but it's not good if he does it on his.
Wait, no one ever said that there's an issue with being a content creator in of itself, whether you're right on the left. Our disagreement is with their right-wing ideological beliefs and what they're pushing onto society. Our disagreement is not with them making money off of what they believe in.
Yeah, well, we don't live in a perfect world, do we?
But you're not under. Of course, we don't live in a perfect world. What's your
Anyway,
point, though?
so yeah, as far as debating, there's really no point to debate, because you
There's
look at
yes,
things
there
the
is
way
a
you
point
look
to
at it.
debate.
I look at no, there's not. Not with you guys. There's not, because no matter what is said from my side, no matter what I say, you're gonna debunk it. You're going to refuse it. You're going to
Yeah, I'm
say that
gonna
it's
debunk
wrong.
it. Yeah,
It
so
doesn't
like
matter, and I'm not.
he's mad that no matter what he says, I'm going to debunk it. Yep, you're right. You know
Well,
what? I'm sorry.
you
What can I
pretty much
say?
do.
Yes, I am going to debunk it. Why?
No,
Because your
okay.
position is harmful to this country.
Yeah, it's not harmful to the country.
Yes, he's mad that
Now,
I'm gonna
what would
debunk
be
him.
great for the
I can't
country?
believe he just said that,
What
dude.
would be
He's
great
having a
for the country?
man-child breakdown because I'm
What would be?
going to
Now, see, there
debunk
you
him on
go with your
whatever he
insult.
says.
There's no point in having insults here. None. I
You
haven't
think I'm the
insulted
one
you.
insulting you? Didn't you just insult me multiple times?
No.
No?
I just tell.
Wait,
No.
I'm
I'm
sorry. I'm
stating
sorry.
the
You saying
facts.
that you don't think it's an insult for you to say that I'm doing this just for money and I don't care about anyone?
No, I'm saying without him, you wouldn't be making the money you're
Yeah, is
making.
that not an insult? Is that not you trying to insult me?
No, not at
Can
all.
you define to me
Just
what
tell.
didn't you call me
That's just
disgraceful?
the truth.
Didn't you say I was
I said.
disgraceful?
I said what people do with this is disgraceful.
Yeah,
The best
which
thing
you're
to happen.
describing what I'm
The
doing right now.
best
So
thing
do you
to
think I'm
happen.
disgraceful for what I'm doing right now?
The best thing to happen in this country is for both sides to get
Am I
together,
disgraceful
and
for
you
what I'm
won't.
doing right now?
If all you're going to do is sit and talk about Trump and make money off of his name when he's out there trying to provide the freedom that he gives you, yes,
That's
it's
an insult,
disgraceful.
genius. Plus, he's undermined our freedoms, the Human Freedom
Okay?
Index, the Social Mobility Index. We can talk about the Economic Freedom Index. All of those things he's undermined, by the way. And I mean, yeah, you can stay mad, bro. I'm gonna continue to do this,
I'm not
and
mad.
people
I'm
are
just
continue
taking
to
it
support me
back.
because they like my content. And if that makes you
Sure.
mad, cope, bro. Cope.
Yeah.
Like you can just thank Dub. Thank you so much for the €6. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Thank you. Get
there you
some
go.
W's for Dub in the comment section. Beast, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Thank you. This is not because of the most corrupt president in U.S. history. It's because it's important for progressives to be on social media. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
All right.
Blue
Well, have
Baron,
a
thank you
great
so much
day.
for the $2. Thank you. He's going to run away. Taffy, thank you for the 5 membership subscriptions. Thank you very much. Hannah, thank you for the $5. Thank you very much. Danny, thank you so much for the dollar. Thank you. Look at him run away, actually. Look at that, everyone. He's too scared. I'm going to debunk him on whatever he says. Sorry, bro. I just wanted to piss him off to get him to leave. What is wrong with you? Why are you genuinely getting mad at people sending me donations? Like, how does that make you angry, bro? Like, I can't imagine. Like, how? Seriously, bro.